What up, RNA gang?
What's
I'm
up,
Raven.
y'all? And I'm Nye.
And we're back with another video. So today in this video, we're going to be talking about two topics. One, we are going to be talking about how we met. And the second one, we're going to be talking about a close friend of ours and her girlfriend. So we want to start off with them and the tragedy that happened between the both of them. So our close friend, her name is Frances. I think she'll prefer Francesca Lee, but anyways, and her girlfriend Eileen. They were in a very bad car accident. And it caused Eileen to lose her right arm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a horrific thing that happened, and the story is just crazy. Frances had a dream that early in the morning, the day of the accident, was Eileen's graduation, and Frances had a dream that somebody pulled her right arm at 5:00 in the morning.
And Frances woke up screaming
and crying. And then the next thing happened was everybody else was having like a bad feeling, complaining about their back, their neck hurting, and all that stuff. And it was just like a bad feeling that whole entire time. Getting ready to go to Eileen's school, at 8 something in the morning. And on their way there,
they got into an accident.
The lady hit the bad tire from the back, and it caused the car to tilt, and as it tilts, the whole time, Eileen's arm had already been hanging, from that point that she hit it, and from it being sideways and skidding and stuff, it's it already caused her arm to be halfway off, and her fingers missing and everything. And it was just a horrific thing to see, and it's so sad that Frances had to see that the love of her life be hurt that bad, and it was she wasn't even Eileen was just not even crying or anything. She was just laughing the whole entire time.
She wasn't even in pain.
Yeah, and the doctor was that she was in shock, but she already knew what's happening. And the thing is Frances freaking out and all that stuff.
During that moment,
Eileen just coped with it already.
She wasn't. She already inside her was okay, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this life that I'm gonna live after this. She was okay with it. So when we spoke to them, and it brought me in tears because it makes me think about Raven.
If that ever happened to one of us, how would it happen, And it's she picked up herself. She didn't need Frances to pick her up, to make her feel better. She already felt good, even though she doesn't have her arm, And it's just it was just a sad moment when they were telling us the story. And, we want their story to be heard because it's such a sad thing. And this made their, it made their relationship stronger.
They're very close.
It made their bond, super close. Nothing is ever going to tear them apart, ever. This one tragedy is going to keep them together forever. And it's it's such a beautiful thing because you never see anybody be get that strong, because usually couples stuff happens their partner gets disabled. After a while they leave that person because it's they're disabled and they can't do much with them. No, this made them stronger. They love each other. They sleep, they sleep in the same bed together. They love each other. And that's what true love is, at the end of the day. Stuff like this, you need a tragedy to happen for you to show how much that person loves you.
But not all the time, Rita. Not all the time. You need something bad to happen to make it good.
Well, not bad, but like
not all the time. But what I want to say to them and what I really appreciate them is they became a hero in our eyes, because when something happens like that, what do you do at that time in that moment? And Eileen, she handled it very well, man. And I'm so proud of them, and I'm so happy for them.
Honestly, she was just more worried about Francis the whole time. Instead of worrying about herself, and herself was the one that got hurt the most.
Like, we're really thankful for you guys for sharing, sharing your story with us, because you guys, especially Francis, if I was you, I wouldn't know how to handle it. My love towards Raven is something that I can't even explain. Words can't even explain how I feel about her. So something like that happened to the love of my life. You're very strong, and I give you props for that, because if it was me, I would be devastated. To this day, I would have been devastated knowing that you're not the same anymore, and you look at her like she's the same, and that's something good that she needed. And instead of Francis picking her up, she picked Francis up. And that was beautiful, and that was a special moment. And I even cried tears. I cried tears because I put myself in their shoes. But at the same time, they grew, and they're growing every day. Just keep your head up, baby girl, and just keep doing what you're doing. Your spirit is beautiful. Yeah. And you actually rubbed that onto me. And I'm so happy for you guys to be in our lives. And thank you for sharing your story. And thank you for letting us be a part of your story.
And thank you for letting us tell your story, And everybody needs to hear your story. And this is one way that we're going to do it, is by telling
the world.
There's just one way you got to do it.
And we are going to show the pictures of the beautiful couple, because they are beautiful together. You guys are so beautiful together. And we're going to be showing you a picture of Arlene and a picture of both of them together.
Today's so hard, so much stress. Life won't let up, boy, just rest. Lay down and let me cover you with all these kisses. So much on your mind, it weighs on your head. But baby, you're worry-free in this bed. Go ahead, let me cover you with all these kisses.
And as you can tell in the pictures, she's like very happy. You can't even tell that there's anything wrong with her, and it's such a beautiful story of how everything came about. Even though it was a tragic thing, it's such a beautiful ending towards it, and it's such a blessing, a very good blessing.
God bless you guys.
Very. So now we're gonna be talking about and how we met.
Oh my god.
It's just crazy. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so I was going to the Big E, and I was logging into my Kick, which Kick is a messenger app that people use, but I'm pretty sure they still use it now. But yeah, so I was logging into my Kick, and when you log into the Kick from somebody else's phone, you get all their Kick people onto your Kick, and that's what had happened. I popped up on hers, and she popped up on mine, right? But I deleted everybody because that's all his friends. Why do I need them, And so she ended up texting me and saying, hey, and I was like, I showed my best friend. I was like, who's this? She was like, oh, don't talk to her. And as a best friend, that's my best friend. So I'm gonna be like, all right, then, okay, delete. That's exactly what happened. And 3 months later, she texts me back saying what's up. And, I had just getting out of a relationship that, it wasn't going so well, as you can say. And it was like a month and two after that, she texted me. And she was like, what's up? And stuff. And we just started we started connecting from there, you know, and it was just like crazy. And then the stuff that I found out was like
crazy.
How would you think it was just like she was my best friend's
ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Her best friend was my ex. So as a best friend, you know, she's gonna go up to her best friend and was like, yo, like, I'm talking to this girl, I'm feeling this girl, I like her, whatever.
But then I was like, you know, but I found out I'm feeling her and stuff, but then I found out she's your ex-girlfriend. So I, as a best friend, out of respect and the loyalty that I have for you, I'm gonna go and ask you, like, is it okay, you know, that if I continue to talk to her and you say yeah, you know, but I'm gonna ask you 1,000,001 times to make sure it's okay before I continue, because sometimes people would just be like switching up their minds, you know. And he said it was alright, that he really don't care because he already got himself a shorty. So I was like, okay then, you know, if he asked me that question, I would have been like, okay, you know, because I already got a shorty. So it's like, why am I gonna stress over that person, you know? So that's what happened. We started
talking. The first time I talked to Raven on the phone, I fell in love with her. I told her that I loved her the first time I talked to her on the phone. And she was like, what? And I was like, I love you. And she was like, I'm sorry, but it's too early for that. But me, I already knew, like, you love me too. But okay, boom. I was going to school, into Job Corps around that time. And
I think I just had graduated.
Yeah, you just graduated high school.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to come to our hometown that we live in right now for a weekend, because in Job Corps you only could go home on the weekends and vacations. Mm-hmm. So, and I wasn't in town, I was out of town. So it wasn't like I could just go to school and then leave school after school and then go. No, it didn't work like that. I was in a whole different city. So I was supposed to come for one weekend, and I was so nervous because I thought she was catfish. So I was like, no. Oh, hell no! So I went to Nomads that weekend with my sister. Okay, when I'm on the phone with her.
Oh, it's so funny how she tried to ask me out. It is so funny.
I wanted to make it official with Raven, but I didn't know how to tell her. So I'm just like being around the bush, I guess you could say.
Really beating around that bush, because the way it was coming out her mouth, it was just like, you're not about to ask me this way. You better ask the correct way. If you really want me, you better ask a correct way.
So I asked her, so do you want me my girlfriend? She was like, yes. Okay. So I go back to school.
No, wait. You better explain how you was asking me that night. Because I think they're going to find it hilarious.
I don't even remember how I asked you.
Okay, so she was like, she was like, I want to tell you something, but I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is it? She was like, I think you already know the answer, which I did. But I wanted her to say it. She was like, you already know what it is. Just say it. I was like, what? You want me to be your girlfriend? She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was laughing. And she was like, so will you? I was like, girl, you better ask me the correct way. And she did. And then I said, yeah.
So when we gotta cut that part out.
No, it's okay.
So when I asked her, she said yes. So when she said yes, I said okay. Boom.
That's her one of her twin brothers, Corinne, making mad noise like if he got no sense.
So when I asked her, she said yes. Okay, so I go back to school the next day, and we're like, oh. She's like, oh, next weekend, mind you, next weekend was Halloween. She's like, next weekend you better come over, or I'm gonna be so mad at you. Blah, blah, blah. So I said, I promise, and I'll promise that I will go see you on Halloween for that weekend. So we had made plans for me to go to her house. She was living with her mom at the time before we even got an apartment, all that stuff.
We were 19.
We were 19 years old. So I was like, ask your mom if I can go for the weekend, and then we're going from there. So she asked her mom said yes, and I went. My sister picked me up from the train station, and then I went to Raven's house, and I had gotten some liquor, what I got for you? What did I bring for you, babe?
She brought some cupcakes,
some Hennessy, some cupcakes,
like
some
a little,
candy.
like the little bottle, like of Hennessy, that like 2 people can share.
So, boom, I seen her. As I'm getting out the car, Raven's like in shock that I'm even there. Then I'm like, Raven, are you gonna help me? And she's like, oh, sorry. So
I was
I'm
like stuck in a moment, like, durr.
So I'm like, okay, boom. She helps me. We go inside. I meet her brother. I meet her mom. Then I meet her friend her friend. So when I met all of them, I brought my stuff upstairs. I brought my stuff in her room. And then she's like, well, I'm going to go take a quick shower. Because she had just came from trick-or-treating with her little brother.
She wanted to get it.
So she takes a shower. She comes out. Mind you, before I even go in the house, I'm like, are you going to give me a kiss? And she's just like smiling the whole time. And I'm like, Raven. She's like, yeah, give me a kiss. So I gave her a kiss. Okay, boom. We go upstairs. She takes a shower. She comes out with her hair wet, smelling nice, whatever. And I'm like nervous, but I knew she was nervous too. So I go and I'm like, give me another kiss. So she gives me another kiss. We go downstairs and we eat dinner. So the next day, I braid hair. So I'm braiding Raven's hair, and her mom keeps looking at me. And she's like, I know you from somewhere. She's like, what's your name? So my name is Naerica. So she's like, what's your name in Spanish? I'm like, Naerica. And she just started crying. Me and Raven are looking at each other like,
I hope we ain't cousins.
So she's like, no, you guys are not cousins. And I'm like, so what is it? She's like, call your mom. I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, my mom knew about Raven. So my mom was like, you're at Raven's house? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. And I'm like, I have a surprise for you. And my mom was like, what? And back in the day, they used to call Raven's mom a name. So when I told her the nickname, my mom was crying on the phone. Her mom was crying on the phone. And we're like, what the hell is going on? Come to find out, we knew each other our whole lives and didn't even know it.
Yep, that we lived with each other for almost 2 years, and then we used to hang out until like we were the age of 5, and then my mom moved like far. I guess they lost contact with us, and then from there it was just like we didn't know, and then we met all over again at the age of 19, and then look at
and we're together.
3 years running, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's how we met, and our families are like.
When I think about it, I think it's like a really funny story.
I feel like it's meant to be.
I think it's just funny, like how everything happened, but it's like it happened for a reason.
But I feel like it was meant to be. It was meant for us to be together forever, and knowing that we don't have to. If me and Raven, God forbid, was to leave each other,
I think we would still be around each other.
We would still be around each other. Our families are that combined.
Close. Yeah, that's the funny part.
Like, really, like, I did not know a lot of things. And I'm like, I know you, and I know you. And Raven's godmother is my cousin. So, Raven's...
Sorry, Pomba.
Raven's godmother is my cousin. My mom's cousin, so me say my cousin. As my cousin. Like, it's a lot that our families combined. So even if we decide not to be together, we have no choice but to.
It's just a lot, guys. It's just a lot.
And we have been through some stuff. We're not perfect.
We're not. But We really appreciate you guys for watching this video and, you know, joining in and knowing everything. And I'm pretty sure you guys, hope you guys make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe this video so that everybody can know about Eileen and Francis's story, you know, because it's really like, I feel like everybody should know. You know, they really don't show a lot of things like that on the news. They only show about like just the retarded stuff. They don't know about anything else. And their story is such a beautiful story. So I would really appreciate you guys to give them the love and support and like and subscribe to this video. So,
and another thing is
oh yeah, we have a you now, right? Mm-hmm. We have a you now, and on the you now our username is RNGang22. And the app is free. So we be on there. We could be on there in the afternoon or at nighttime. So if you guys wanted to ask us any questions or just to talk to us, we'll be on there.
And we're definitely, after this video, we will be on there tonight.
Yes, so definitely make sure you like and subscribe to this video and come and watch us on You Now.
We're cool, guys.
Yes. Bye, guys. We'll see ya
later.
Next video. The one, Papa.
Alright, guys.
So that's the end of our video for today. We will be coming up with another one. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.
And smash that like button.
Smash it like as hard as you can, boo.
Smash, smash, smash.
Smash it.
We love you guys. See
Bye.
you next video. Oh God.
Well, this is the end of our video. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
It's share, like, what is it?
Like,
share,
subscribe,
no,
and share.
like, share, and subscribe. There you go.
Like, subscribe, and share.
What? We gotta do it again.
Nope, that's going on the video. It's like, subscribe, and share.
Babe.
So make sure you do that, guys.
And please watch.
And if we get to 50 subscribers, we will have a raffle.
Babe, you don't let me talk.
Because you're boring.
Babe. No, I'm not. Alright, guys. Please watch us You Now.